We're live at the Shehu Musa Yar'Adua Event Center here at the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, Nigeria, Africa, for a two-day conference tagged Sustaining Infrastructural Funding for National Development here in Nigeria. This event is put up together by the Nigerian Institute for Transport Technology in collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Transportation, Abuja.
Transport is one of the things that drives an economy.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to fund transport, whether it is by rail, by air, by water. All of those are significant.
If you look at transport infrastructure, it's a whole framework, the bedrock of the entire economic leapfrogging. When you talk about real estate, whether you talk about job creation.
The drivers of any economy, they're usually SMEs, construction companies, management companies, laboratories, so many things. So in the process of building infrastructure, those are the real beneficiaries of a commitment to infrastructure.
So for you now to talk about developing or building our economy or growing our economy, there's every need that emphasis must be laid on infrastructure and development. Government alone can't do it. That is the truth, because the resources available to government at this time is drastically reduced.
Oil is depleting, the prices are coming down, you have renewable fuel coming up, and that happens to be the major source of funding of infrastructure in our country.
Federal, state, and local governments are the sole financiers of infrastructure development in this country. We are of the view that that shouldn't be the case. There must be alternatives.
So part of that is finding ways within a limited amount of money. And unfortunately, what has happened with the pandemic, what's happening with the reduction and the decline on oil prices, we've had a huge funding gap. So it's have to be clever in trying to find and encourage both investors and for government to find funds.
So we as individuals, as organizations, as a sector, will look inwards to see how we can partner with both the private sector, get them involved, and then to see how we can develop this sector, because it is very, very critical.
This is only done when you have partners that are coming in here, and you have what it takes to fund most of these viable projects.
That is the most sustainable option, where you are enabling the private sector to use their own resources, invest in infrastructure so that they can get returns on their investment.
So sustainable funding requires investing in our infrastructure in such a way that we do not jeopardize the future of the next generation.
But I know I'm interested in infrastructure in general. I think that's the basis of development. I'm an economist myself, and that's basically the reason why I've come. I want to listen to some new ideas. But we're having the European Investment Bank more active, and they do infrastructure, so it's something that I could report back to Brussels.